Howdy, Aggs. It's Brandon with Aggieland Central coming at you live with another banger video. Guys, Miami this Saturday. I think we've all gotten past what happened last weekend. I'm feeling pretty optimistic, guys. I know my team, and I know my team's going to come out inspired. We're going to come out with our hair on fire, and we're going to go out there and we're going to beat the hell out of Miami on Saturday. So let's get into it. Okay, what do we need to expect going into Saturday, or what do we not expect? What do we have to do Saturday to beat Miami, or at least get this season going off on the right foot as our kind of a reset week? What are you guys expecting? What am I expecting? Well, I'm expecting better O-line play. I'm hoping Bryce Foster comes back. I don't know how much of a difference that would actually make, though. I know he's been out for a long time. He's had mono. So I don't know exactly how big of a difference physically he would make, but his communication skills and leadership skills, I think, could make a huge difference going into this game. So having Bryce Foster there will be an improvement, but I don't expect the O-line just to completely do a 180 and start going crazy. But there will be an improvement. We will see this offensive line work their butts off and get off the line and just get mean and nasty. And this also, I think, needs to be established by Jimbo. Jimbo needs to start running the ball a little bit more. Even if it is going to get stuffed at the line a few times, establish the run. Make them guess. Bring those safeties in. And then get King, Johnson, Wegman, whoever it is, get them into rhythm. Get them some short completions. Get them their confidence up. Give these skilled players that we have on the outside the ball in their hands in space. Not, doesn't have to be 30 yards downfield. I would love that. I love those plays, but let's open it up underneath, get the running game going, get the skill position players the ball, and take some pressure, especially if it is King, take some pressure off of King. Take some pressure off of Max Johnson, which would be his first start as an Aggie. Take pressure off of Wegman, who is a freshman going in against Miami if he starts. We have to establish some form of offensive identity, and we have the talent to do it, and it starts with play calling. Now, I believe in Jimbo Fisher. I know my last video, I kind of sounded like I was really harping on him, and it was well-deserved in my opinion. But I believe in Jimbo Fisher. I believe in this coaching staff. I think they got a wake-up call as well, knowing that they can't just sleepwalk through games and have, what's the word? I guess I'd go with mediocre play calling. Mediocre, and I'm kind of being nice right there. So the offense has to get in rhythm. Get Six the damn ball. I apologize for cursing, but get him the dang ball. Get him the ball in space. He's the best player on our team. He's the fastest guy on the field. Get him the ball. Get him the ball. I don't care how you do it. Get him the ball. Goodness. Okay. The defense will be drastically improved. Now, let's look back. If you really think about it, they were on the field for 40 minutes against a very high-powered offense that put up 61 points against North Carolina's defense. So the App State offense was not a pushover. The defense held them to a little over 300 yards. I think it was maybe a little under 400 yards, actually, and 17 points. And they were on the field for 40-plus minutes, 80 plays. Now, they couldn't stop them on third down. They couldn't stop them on fourth down. But they didn't. They kind of had that bend, don't break mentality in that game. Now, also, App State missed a lot of opportunities. I went back and watched the game, which was a long couple hours. It was kind of like water torture. I don't know why I did it again, but I do it for you guys so I can come up here and give my opinions. But the defense, I noticed one thing, and I think a lot of other people noticed it. I hear a lot of people talking about it on Twitter and other spaces. The defense was always in a three-man front, or not always, but a good amount of time they were in a three-man front with no blitzing. That is a key recipe for 3 to 4 yards, which App State took. They took the 3, 4, 5 yards every play. Never had a big play down the field. If they did pass, it was 10, 15 yards, maybe 20 yards at the max. But they took the 3, 4, 5 yard gains and just worked the clock. But when we sent blitzes, complex blitzes, if we brought the linebackers and then we brought Damani or we brought AJ, we got to the quarterback. We had pressure. And usually that ended up in a good play for A&M. Whether it was where his arm got hit, which I still think may have been a fumble, but it's so hard to see. And the only reason I say that is when you hit the elbow, the arm automatically comes forward. So, but I digress. That I don't blame the referees. You can't call that a fumble. It looked too much like a forward pass, so that's just my own personal opinion. But anyway, when we got pressure, good things happen. We don't get pressure with three down linemen, especially when you're going up against such a veteran offensive line like App State. The corners need to be better pressing, or at least on the outside. Damani didn't have a great game. AJ didn't have a great game. Nobody really had a great game. I don't think anybody had a great game except for 6. But this team, this defense is going to be fired up. Kyle Field's going to be packed. Us Aggies, we don't step away from our team. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on around A&M. A lot of people poking fun at A&M. We don't care. We really don't care. If you're with us, that's cool. If you're against us, that's fine too. We really have no opinion. We don't really care. You can tweet and think about us all the time you want. Nobody on our side really gives a crap. So, that's my little 2 cents on that. I'm not going into it anymore. Kyle Field's going to be packed to capacity. It's an 8 o'clock game. In Kyle Field. It's a night game. It's going to be packed. It's going to be loud. I'll be there. So that defense is going to come out inspired. That team should come out inspired knowing that, hey, they never gave up on us. They haven't given up on us, and we never will give up on you. We're fighting Texas Aggies. We stand by our team. Anybody who claims to be an Aggie and does not stand by this team, I'm taking your Aggie card. So, what can we expect from Miami? Miami has a very good quarterback in Van Dyke. I really, really like Van Dyke. I think he's a great quarterback. He's a veteran guy. He gets the ball out quickly. He gets it to those skill positions. He knows how to run the offense. I really like Van Dyke. Miami has a really good run game. They have a decent pass game. But I really like their O-line. I'm really curious to see the O-line, D-line matchup this week between A&M and Miami. I think that's going to be on both sides of the ball, actually. So the A&M O-line and the Miami D-line and the Miami O-line and the A&M D-line. I'm really curious to see how that works out or what's going to happen there. I think that's going to be really interesting to watch, so you guys should probably tune in for that. So Miami has a high-powered offense. Their defense is beatable, but also they could dominate us. Their defense is beatable, but they could also completely shut us down if we let them. If we don't go out fighting, if we don't come out sharp, Miami's defense could do the same thing App State's defense did to us, and the same thing that for a quarter half that Sam Houston State's defense did. If we don't come out on fire and make the first punch, Miami could run us out of the building. We have to come out on fire, and I believe we will. So, what are my predictions? So, Texas A&M at home. I think they're a 4.5 point favorite. Miami coming off of they had struggled against Southern Miss in the first half, pulled away in the second half. Did really good against I think Bethune-Cookman. So what will the score be? I'm taking the Aggies to cover. I'm thinking the Aggies will cover 24-17. I haven't really thought about this score. 24-21. Maybe they don't cover. I'm going to say they don't cover. 24-21, Texas A&M at home versus Miami. Now, this could also go a very different way. This could also go Miami coming in here and doing a lot. I was supposed to do this preview on Monday. It took me 3 days to really make my decision on this. And the only reason I'm going with A&M is because it's at home. If this was in Miami, I would have to pick Miami for this one. So there you go, guys. Texas A&M will win 24-21 against Miami. Thanks, guys, for tuning in again. Please leave a like and subscribe down below. I love the comments that you guys left on my last video. They were hilarious. It really made me laugh. So please leave some likes, leave some comments below, share the video, show it to your friends. Give me your opinions on what's going down this Saturday. Who's going to win? Do you have A&M winning? Do you have Miami winning? Do you have A&M covering? What do you think the quarterback situation is going to be? I really didn't touch on that. I really don't know at this point. It could be King. It could be Johnson. Who do you guys think will be the quarterback? What will Bryce Foster's impact be this week? Please let me know down in the comments, guys, and I really appreciate it. And as always, gig 'em Aggies.